Treasury Secretary Tim Geithner said there should be no doubt of the government's support for Fannie and Freddie, the housing agencies. Endless bailout? Joining the company for more on the issue is Republican Congressman Scott Garrett of New Jersey. Congressman, welcome back to the show. Always good to have you with us.
It's good to be with you. I'm just trying to figure out that segue from Ronald McDonald to Secretary Geithner.
I am acutely apologetic for that, Congressman, especially since you are my congressman.
I'm just thinking, if Ronald can't sell hamburgers, should he be over at the Fannie and Freddie now trying to sell those securities instead?
A very good segue. I mean, maybe you should do this job instead. Do you think
you do it so well?
But you are always opposed to bailouts. You don't like bailouts. And it seems like we've got the endless bailout of the housing market. Do you think we should withdraw support from Fannie and Freddie?
Yeah, it's not only me that's opposed to bailouts, it's also the American public. The American public is outraged at the way that Wall Street, as they see it, was bailed out, and the car companies are bailed out, and the government just taking over more and more segments of the economy. So that's a broad consensus as far as ending the bailouts. And what this administration is proposing, and as you know, Barney Frank is proposing, and Christine is proposing, is a whole other series of legislation that will allow these bailouts to go on, well, indefinitely. And we say no to that. And we also say to the Treasury Secretary, you have to be upfront with us as with regard to GSEs. Is it really a sovereign debt? Is it really something that we're going to have to pay 100 cents on the dollar? Yeah. Then shouldn't it be on the budget and not? So we have a number of issues with them.
At the moment, Fannie and Freddie debt is not sovereign wealth. But you think, should it be made sovereign wealth, or should we just be honest about it and say we're not going to pay you 100 cents on the dollar?
Well, I think we should be certainly honest about it, and I tried to get an answer to that question, is it sovereign debt or is it not, from the chairman, Ben Bernanke, and he said, I really can't answer that question, which is sort of telling, I think. Yeah. We also tried to get an answer from the Treasury Secretary, and he said, well, that's an accounting rule, and you have to get into that. When I pushed him on it, he said, well, I have two answers to that. Well, it's really, it either is or it isn't. And if they're going to treat it as such, which is basically his bottom line, well, we're going to pay 100 cents on the dollar, then I have a bill in that says, hey, let's be honest about it. Let's let the American public know what it is and put it on the budget. But they won't do that. They want to have it both ways.
Yeah. Keep us guessing, I guess. Congressman,
keep us guessing. Yeah.
No, go ahead. Finish the thought, please.
Yeah, they not only keep us guessing, but can keep the taxpayer guessing as to what our debt really is, because we're all taxpayers, and keep investors guessing as to just what the American government is going to be responsible for in the future.
Well, thanks for coming to us again today, Congressman. Sure. Always a pleasure. Scott Garrett, thanks, sir.
Thanks for being with you. I appreciate the chance.
We're talking a lot about green shoots in the economy today. There is a black